Now then, so good times at the moment. New patch, some much needed changes to things like relics, and one of the things that's been pretty nice is SK Warriors feels pretty nice. Um, they're not at the point they were at where they were busted on release around Master Mirror kind of time. They're not quite as strong just because other archetypes have come about with the recent expansions. Um, but they feel pretty good to be honest. I was playing this list from rank 3 up to pro rank, and I got there in 30 games, when 22 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, which is pretty good. It feels really strong, and it typically deals with a lot of kind of decks that are floating around on the ladder. Um, I think the only bad matchup I felt was traps and like unitless Scoia'tael, but I mean it is what it is. You're gonna have a bad matchup. It absolutely bodies monsters. Most versions, so it can really nicely deal with sort of force of nature. Even the unitless Araka Swarm kind of list, I felt like that went pretty well with the sort of ability to get pings onto immune units rather than needing outright damage. I found like you typically could outpoint them, especially if you could win a round one, get a nice bleed going. Scoia'tael spells was a bit here and there. I think I played against it twice and I won one, lost one. It's kind of all about getting control of those 5 provision elves and making sure they don't sort of spiral out of control. And then Nilfgaard, it felt pretty good. You can get push on in round two. And of course, not even talked about Syndicate. Syndicate felt like a super nice matchup. Winning round one, especially if you got your discard package, was pretty simple. And I mean, there was even games where I used Iced in round one just to secure that win on even in round one, and then a round two push just to get that drill out, which just turns into a 2-0. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the list. Been playing it quite a bit to be honest. So we'll go into some games, and as always, appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay. So this could be a couple of things, couldn't it? This could be sort of controlling Maddock kind of version, or it could be Witcher students. I'd imagine because it's quite early on in the season, I'm leaning towards thinking it's probably Witcher students, but we'll have to see. Now this sounds good if we can hit one more discard, but I mean we have 2 discards, so the chance of drawing into one's quite high. We wouldn't mind getting a Bear Witcher in the graveyard, to be honest, but I think we're mulligan it. Okay, that's a good little start. Set that up. See how they answer it. Also, I have a semi improvement to the setup in that I've got some lights sort of up here on my desk, and I kind of thought, oh, I won't put them on because it'll affect the camera, and I feel like it's better lighting. You know, this is it off, so it's kind of dingy. That's bringing a bit of light to it. So take what you can get. Yeah, this is another thing about the sort of witch thing is like it immediately gives us Bloodthirst 3 for things like Raiders. Really nice. I mean, will just take that now, in all honesty. We'll go Mask as well, just get some of that discard going. Hopefully we can find some more discard down the road. We've got Burner, we've got Coral sitting about somewhere in here, so yeah, we'll try and get something out of that. Alright, or maybe not. Or maybe not. But we have stuff to do. We've got stuff to do. I'll probably play Herkia next. I'm pretty happy to commit a Herkia to this. Mainly because the pings, you know, we have a chance of taking out one of these students. They're going to get buffed by Vesemir if that ends up coming out this round. And I've kind of enjoyed, she's just a straight replacement for Raiding Fleet. I mean, you can kind of make your own mind up about it, but I've been enjoying Herkia in the list. I think she fits quite nicely, and I found with the discard kind of stuff, we're already super consistent, like drawing through. Instead of running a 7 provision shooter, we can just put in a 7 provision unit that is just straight up good. So yeah, we'll chuck this down and try and get some pings going. We do also want to get Brockfar down. So we can also get some pings going onto these ones. Because they could... I doubt they're running a Witcher mentor. But they could be. It could be. So less bloodthirst, better for us. I mean, we could pull one off Herkaduke, but I can't imagine that ever happening.
Shoot down, stab him dead. Easier that way.
Alright.
What is it?
Yeah, so we'll go for a Bear Witcher here.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
Just set it up there so we can get the healing. Beautiful thing. I mean, honestly, I don't mind playing Spellblood. My concern is losing uneven. The Junned out this early is really good. Actually really pleased about that, to be honest. I think we just take this now. While we can. Keep that boat online. Okay, so there was a mentor sitting in there. So let's say they play Vesemir Mentor here. That's 4 plus 7, 11. So we don't pull ahead with a Herkia here anyway. Yes, we do because of Berserker. Oh, I'm tired. Not playing to my best, am I? But then this will flip, so we get another 3 points. 3 points, 4 points, 50. Oh no, we are ahead, even without using Herkia. May have been worth using Herkia, because, I mean, we can play the Morkvarg, but it's super low tempo. It makes our later discards worse. But if I have to do it, if it's a choice between losing uneven or doing that, I think I already know the answer. But we can see. Hopefully they do play Vesemir. You know, they can use a leader to stay ahead, but... Axie. I mean, that's a decent Axie for them. Well, more than decent. That's a really good Axie, to be honest. Yeah, it's super low tempo, but we do this. We just try and get ahead. If we get ahead, we get ahead. I don't suspect we do. We probably lose this uneven, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I can't believe that got us out, in all honesty. I was expecting another guy come in and then we pass and we lose uneven. But, you know, we take those. We take those. This is kind of good. It's kind of good, to be honest. You can go. You can go. So I actually really like pushing here. As we've seen how Junned for the toll removal, Axie was never really going to do anything. But I guess we always do fine in a long round anyway. Okay, I'll just take the long round. I'm not super sure how I feel about this, to be honest. Because there's potential for a 2-0 here, but it all depends on the order of cards and things like that. Mainly because we need to start using our super tall removals within like 3 cards from them. And so things like Leo aren't going to be coming down to be super tall until a few more cards have been played. So we're going to get very low value on a Morkvarg, very low value on an Iced. Gives them a chance to deal with the Jutta from the Iced. So there's definitely an argument for it, but I mean, we don't need to take the risk. We have a quite solid long round 3. Alright, so you can go back. We do have a Bear Witcher in the graveyard for Hjalmar, if we could actually draw. Right. This is our draws. Watch me miss. No. I mean, we didn't see a single bit of the discard, which is kind of horrible, but Is what it is. Is what it is, I guess.
Nice punch. Again.
And so yeah, we can get the boat set up, and then we'll go for Harold, and then dump down all the fun warrior stuff. So from Harold is always going to be a Raiders. Raiders just kind of makes sense, especially if they use armor up. Mainly because, like I said, we have that bloodthirst. Yeah. We are taking away our own bloodthirst for an ice, but I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind that all that much. I can definitely live with that one. And now this is just a case of damaging units as they come down, really. So yeah, we can just take this one nice and slow, just play out our units, deal with anything we have to deal with, and then mark onto a Leah, iced onto a tall unit. Job's a good one. Job is a good one. We will obviously be doing ice last, just in case they have a vanilla Geralt. Which they could have. They definitely could have a vanilla Geralt in there somewhere. Alright. That's good to see, good to see. Yeah, we will try and set up some damaged units. There's really no harm in doing it. This does obviously make a... what's the word? A megascope. Gives them a good megascope target, but we don't have a clean way of dealing with that. The only way would be like a Skordal to hit this for 5, and then we get super lucky with the pings. And I'm not playing for that out. That's just never a good idea. Never a good idea. Ring, okay. That gives us a pretty nice mark bag, to be honest. Yeah. So then we probably see a Leo, but I mean that's going to be our ice tip, so that's kind of okay. I mean we could get super unlucky with the ice drawing to but I mean even then we can, I don't know, we can go for a coral or something, use Bear Witch off leader, something like that.
I'll cleave you in two.
Yeah.
I will not bend my neck for that cripple.
And now I would imagine this is probably Leo last. Or a vanilla Geralt. They could have been holding that, hoping we iced earlier. If so, they have 3 points coming and we win for sure. And I'm pretty sure we beat a Leo anyway. Leo's going to be what? 3, 6, 7. Oh, Geralt Quen will protect it pretty nicely. Okay, yeah, so we can't lead to that, but it is what it is.
My beauteous commands.
I suppose.
And we chuck the Jutter onto you,
May Freya choose the victor.
and then, yeah. Iced back, boys. I told you the boy was back. And the old hyper thing. I didn't talk about this matchup as well. This matchup is really good if we can win round 1. Because, I mean, a hand with Coral and 2 discards is a hand that can win it, for sure. We'll drop the Skordal. Don't want you. Don't want you. I mean, we probably stick with this. Don't want you. Perfect. But this is a matchup where we can just bully beyond belief. Main reason for that is because I think there's like, it's very meta dependent, but I think a lot of people would look at this list that I've built, my heart dropped then. That very easily could have been iced coming out. Like, a lot of people may sort of look at this and be like, there is too much toll removal, but the state of the meta means that it's good to have this much, because we have, like, iced for Jutta, we have Morkvarg, we have Hjalmar, like, we have a lot of toll removal, which it seems excessive, but I've typically found it really works out really nicely for us. And the sort of reason for it is exactly like things like this. Hyperthins on the ladder, they have like Catharsius, the unit gets boosted by Triss, and they have Tibor, and this is kind of what they're going for. They need to pull my Iced, which they haven't. That's kind of what they're trying to do here, is can they possibly get the Iced? Because I would imagine they know what they're doing, because this is a close to unwinnable matchup for them if they don't get the Iced out very soon. And they don't actually have another way to get it out, because that's kind of their only two ways. I mean, the Snowdrop's fine. They're really committing early here, which I think we're very happy with. Okay. A little sad. If we had a Morkvarg, this would be really nice. Deal with the Snowdrop, but it's okay, because we'll live. We'll definitely live. Get the damage units down for Raiders. Kind of sad that Hime Skull got pulled, to be honest. I would have really liked that top cycle when we discarded drawing into Hime Skull. Can't always get what you want, can you? It's Mill.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Look, this has just completely flipped the game on the head for me. I was expecting this to be, you know, some ridiculous, what's the word? Some hyper-thin list, you know, with the tactical decision and stuff, but is what it is, I guess. Is what it is. That means I'm 100% not passing this round. Doesn't change too much in terms of my game plan. I'm going to win round 1 and push in round 2 till there's nothing left. Here he comes. Ice. Yeah, Ice comes out. Okay, they get my Ice. That's fine. But, you know, if this is Mill, how do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? We'll kill the Canter. I mean, we could use our leader if we want to. I think I will. I know it's more thinning against that, but we want to be winning this round. Our leader loses a hell of a lot of value without Iced, so we take it, and then we just go to the next round with a super thin deck, so we probably find, very likely to find Morkvarg, very likely to find Skordal. We don't want any of the discard stuff. You're one of the discard things, and you're one of them, so we get rid of you two. Right, we don't find Mork, which is a little sad. Mork would have been very nice. But the good thing is our Hjalmar is absolutely nuts at the moment, isn't it? Absolutely insane. Because one of the rare times where Jutta's in your graveyard, I think Hjalmar is probably one you maybe question.
Here's our chance.
In that, you know, its best target isn't going to come out at all for you until right at the end. But Bear Witches typically are enough. You know, deal 8. Even if it's something like a Coral, deal 6, perfectly fine. The Vilg is fine because Lester's going to pull as a 5. Well, not quite high roll, I guess. Better pulls, but it is what it is. Right, so we can play the Harold. Get the Raiders. This is good old fun interactive mill, isn't it? We just don't give them any opportunity to breathe.
We follow Letho's lead.
It's probably have another teleportation, so we'll kill that now.
For my dead and cold body.
I don't want to jinx it, but this is looking good. We can play the Raiders, we can play Kaduk for a... what's his name? Blackpool. We can play the Kaduk for a Bear Witcher. Deal the 3, kill that off or something. Golem takes 5 here. Yeah. Yeah, it's all looking very all looking very cut and dry at the moment, to be honest. Because we have another 13 points coming. 13, 14, 15, 16. It's over. It's over. That's what I mean. It's over. And that's how you beat Mill. You just don't give him a chance to breathe. But yeah, I stand by it. Doggy Warriors is absolutely nuts at the moment. Beautiful to see them back. My absolute boys. But they don't feel oppressive, which is pretty nice. They feel strong but not oppressive, which is exactly where decks should be. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.